In this video, I'll be going over the Forms Manager, a tool used for creating and managing your data collection forms in the map editor. Let's get started. In the map editor, navigate to the Tools tab and click on the Forms Manager button to open it. In the Forms Manager, you can create new data collection forms from scratch, load existing forms which you want to reuse or edit, and create form templates directly from layers on your map. When you open the Forms Manager, the default option is creating a new form. Let's start with defining the name of the form. Next, I'm going to add a few fields to this form. To add a new field to the form, click on Add New Field, or click on the green plus icon. First, you select the field type. You can choose basic text or number fields, predefined lists such as select lists, checkboxes, or radio buttons, date and time, media fields, and even fields that will be automatically populated such as the username or latitude and longitude. After you choose the field type, enter the name of the field. When adding a predefined list, you will also have to open the field options and enter the items that will appear in the list. And let's add a media field and the username field. After adding the fields, you can use our advanced options to ensure a higher quality of your data and the data collection process itself. You can make fields persistent, which means that the field retains the last entered value for this field. Required means that a value must be entered into this field or you will not be able to send the collected data. Read-only means that the data in this field is static and not editable. Autofill fetches values from an existing feature on the map based on your location and enters the value submitted from the closest feature. Setting up unique values means that the value in this field must be unique, which prevents the collection of duplicate data. Default value allows you to set a default value for the specific field. You can even set dependencies for your fields, meaning that some fields will open only when certain conditions are met. More info on quality control and advanced options is available in our user manual. The next thing you can do is add groups. This helps with structuring your form. To add a group, click on the Add New Group button. Then you define the name of the group and you can add a short description. You can add form items to the group by clicking on the Add Item button, or you can simply drag and drop existing items into the group. Groups can be opened and closed by a click of a button, which allows for easier navigation of the form during the design process, and it allows for more streamlined and structured data collection process for collectors in the field. Once you're done creating your form, don't forget to click Save. When creating a new form, you can create it from a layer which you've previously added to the map. This option uses the fields from the attribute table of the selected layer to create the fields in your form. This essentially creates a template for your form. All you have to do is set the names, labels, field types, and any advanced field options or dependencies, or organize the items into groups. Once you're done, don't forget to save your changes. From the Forms Manager, you can load any existing form that you've previously created and saved. Click on this radio button to begin. Next, from the drop-down menu, you can select any previously saved form. From here, you can choose to make edits and changes to this form, or you can duplicate it and use it as a template for another form. A duplicated form will have copy in its name, but feel free to change it. Once you're done making changes to an existing or duplicated form, don't forget to click Save. In the Forms Manager, the default view of your forms is the Design view. This is where you build your forms through our user interface. However, you can access the JSON view to edit your form by editing its JSON code. Editing your form via JSON is useful when you have to add items in bulk. For example, to a select list field type, setting up the autocomplete option, and working with large lists and groups. For more information, check out the guides in our user manual. When editing the form JSON, you need to make sure that the JSON code remains valid after making your edits. From the Forms Manager, you can also translate your form into multiple languages. For collectors in the field, the language of the form will be chosen automatically based on the device language setting, provided that you've translated the form to the language they use on their device. To start translating your form, click on the three dots next to the Save button and select Translate Form. To start translating the form, first you must define the original language of the form. You can select it from the drop-down menu or start typing the name of the language. To add a language to which you will translate your form, click on Add Additional Language and from the drop-down select or type the name of the language. Once this is done, you can start translating your form item by item. In the upper right corner of the screen, you can see the number of form items which you've translated thus far. All changes made in the translation window are saved automatically. Once you're done translating the form into one language, repeat the process for any other languages into which you want to translate your form. Also, all of your translations will be visible in the form JSON as well. Once you're done creating and fine-tuning your form, you can connect it to your layer so the collectors in the field can either collect new data or update existing data in a streamlined and structured way. Additionally, the forms are not used only for data collection and can be used for data input and editing in our web applications as well. The forms give structure to the data, and with that, they ensure a higher quality of your projects. Thanks for watching, and happy mapping.